transport the IRB to the beach, secure it to a trailer with straps and ratchets provided, and to your vehicle, whether it is an ATV, tractor or four-wheel drive. Once the IRB is on the beach, best practice techniques for manual handling of a fully laden IRB is that it must be lifted by a minimum of 4 people. Position the IRB on the water's edge, a minimum of 30 metres from the flagged area on the downward side of the current where possible. You will need to designate an in and out zone using witches' hats and a powercraft launch area sign. Unless you have a Gemini trailer, all other trailers should be removed from the beach. And make sure swimmers drifting from the flagged area into powercraft launching areas are redirected back into the patrol area. In preparation of launching the IRB, there will be different roles for both the driver and crew, and whilst communication here is the key, the final decision rests with the driver. The driver must radio SURFCOM for an IRB radio check and also radio the patrol captain to check communication between the IRB and the patrol.
SURFCOM, this is Main Beach IRB. Requesting radio check, how do you read?
Main Beach IRB, SURFCOM, reading you 5, how do you read?
Reading you 5 also, Main Beach out.
When the IRB requires launching, the driver will coordinate the lift and instruct crew on which direction to turn the IRB. The IRB is then dragged into the water to float, wait for a wave to make this easier if possible. Depending on conditions, added assistance from patrol members may be required at this time. Position the IRB into suitable depth of water, around knee deep, to ensure that the propeller prop guard is clear from the bottom and face the IRB into oncoming waves. The driver will be positioned on the port or left-hand side of the pontoon and will then board the IRB by either a step entry, jump entry or hip roll entry. The driver may decide to either start the motor before or after boarding the IRB, depending on surf conditions, and there are also a number of ways that crew will be directed to board. In this example, the driver boards the IRB and starts the motor, then calls the crew person to board. The crew person will decide whether to board by a jump entry, hip roll or body roll. Both driver and crew will take hold of appropriate grips and handles, and feet will be in foot straps at this point. When the crew person is on board, the IRB driver will engage forward gear and proceed out to sea according to their judgment of the surf conditions and the break.